carefully screening bags to prevent explosives getting into Kabul. A crucial task for these policewomen. A few years ago, there were no policewomen to do this job. Even today, there are almost 4,000 female police officers in Afghan National Police. And by posting these propaganda videos on social media, the government intends to recruit more. But there is another side to this, a side some policewomen say the government doesn't show. 4 years ago, Momina joined the police after watching a promotional video. But what she says she experienced was very different. Momina says her boss attacked her one night.
He tore apart my dress. The door was closed. I shouted and yelled, but no one came for help because they were scared of him as he was the police chief. He raped me. Then he threw me out.
She spent the next 6 months seeking justice, but a court found the accused not guilty. The police chief says the allegations are baseless. It was then that she decided to set herself on fire in public. This is her in tears and soaked in petrol in the city square in March last year. The crowd stopped her just as she was about to ignite herself. The judge in Momina's case said she didn't provide enough evidence for a conviction. We spoke to several policewomen who experienced sexual abuse on duty but say they never reported it to protect their dignity, honor and career. The government admits this is an issue.
We have to take serious decisions. If someone can harass these women, they can also harass others. Therefore, we need to cleanse the police lines.
Most of the accused are powerful men backed by powerful sources, and those who document cases of abuse in the police are under immense pressure by the suspects.
Unfortunately, in 2019 and 2020, we even had cases in which plaintiffs were raped when they referred to police stations, on their way to the shelters.
It's impossible to know how many women have been victims of sexual abuse in the police. But the evidence we have gathered over months suggests it is widespread. Back in Daikundi, Momina continues her quest for justice. She shows the amount of documents she had gathered for her case. Papers, she says, gave her nothing but yet more sorrow and trauma. Despite pressures and intimidations to drop their petitions, the women we have spoken to say they would never give up in the fight for their rights. Kaun Khamosh, BBC News.